welcome to From Russia with Love. I'm your host, Minnie Dlamini Jones, and what an incredible FIFA World Cup it has been. The final is tomorrow. We've all been waiting for it, and we cannot wait. But before we get to that, let's take a look at this. Petrol heads, listen up. I'm here at the official home of the Russian Grand Prix, the Sochi Autodrome. Now, this street circuit goes all around Olympic Park. It was officially opened in 2010, hosting its first Formula One race in 2014. Let's go see if I can pull off a Kimi Raikkonen, a Sebastian Vettel, or even better, a Lewis Hamilton.
The story of the Sochi Autodrome has been started in 2010 year, when the contract for the Formula One Russian Grand Prix was signed with the Formula One group in the presence of the Russian President Vladimir Putin. And you know the nice detail that in 2013 our tracks were tested by famous drivers such as Sebastian Vettel and Kirchert, and in 2014 the first Formula One Russian Grand Prix was held here.
The Sochi Autodrome is the amazing venue, and all of the Formula One drivers mean that Sochi Autodrome is very interesting. It combines special speed and technical sections, and it's very famous among the public, among the tourists, among the Formula One drivers. So it's an excellent track.
The great period is coming, and we devote all our powers to make this event one of the most attractive event. So, you know, we'll have some interesting specific features, and if you attend our event, you will notice a concert program with taking part of Russian famous rock stars. And you can attend our museum with the car museum, and you can be a participant of Fan Zone, Formula Fan Zone.
We have guided tours at the Sochi Autodrome here, and you can come and visit our track, just close areas where just Formula One drivers can go. You can see all of these infrastructure objects, and you can have a taxi ride, masterclass, or track days. All you want, you can find here at the Sochi Autodrome. So if you will choose a race taxi, you can experience and enjoy the speed of the Sochi Autodrome Formula One track, just sitting in the co-passenger seat. If you will choose masterclass, it means that you will be as a passenger for the first lap, and you will drive around the Formula One track, around all these Olympic stadiums as a driver. Just look at this venue, it's an amazing object, and Formula One is not just races, not just support races like Formula 2 or GP3 or Formula 1 Russian Grand Prix. It's an amazing event for all of the tourists from all over the world. So just come and enjoy our big sporting and cultural program.
Super nice. That was an exhilarating and exciting experience, the best ever in my whole entire life. Turn 3, absolutely amazing. In fact, if you're an adrenaline junkie, you have to put this on your bucket list. In the meantime, let me go book for a masterclass so I can be a little better.
Louis Armstrong once said, if you have to ask what jazz is, then you'll never know. So, don't ask, just enjoy the music. And what a combination here today, jazz and chess. It can't get any better.
Yeah, this is like a chess and jazz festival, and it took place the first time this year, and this is like kind of unexpected format for this event, because we took two different statements like chess and jazz, and we just connected it together and in this kind of festival format.
The atmosphere is energizing, it's so beautiful, people are having fun, it's great. The World Cup and music is the best combination ever.
It's two kind of things, chess and jazz, that haven't been together before, and it is connected, and it's actually kind of fun format that could actually work. So yeah, this is a good strategy, I guess.
It's a nice place with the nice music, with the nice people. So here it's relaxed and chill. I like it.
Today, our headliner is CeeLo Green, who is actually going to be the first time in Russia. Actually, before him, we have a co-headliner, which has actually had 2 Grammys. His name is Corey Henry. He is pretty actually kind of new to Russia. And we have here Kamal Williams and also a Russian band. And actually, we have a Megaphone stage, which is our partner stage. And they're going to be like some of kind of cool Russian new groups and new formats that are working also in the middle of jazz and kind of new music format, I guess.
The lineup is absolutely crazy, and and I think that all musicians dream of performing on one stage with such global stars. So I'm excited.
Russians are the people to have fun with. Russians know how to have fun. They're very energized. As long as you get to know them, they're going to open their hearts and their home for you. Russia is a great place to be.
Jazz is about extending borders and mixing different types of music. And I think that today we saw all facets of jazz.
Jazz and chess, it's a very good place for the relaxing, for the listening to music, and for the fun. So it's like a championship. You enjoy it.
The main reason why I'm here actually is that my husband plays chess and he likes it a lot. For me, it's a nice combination. Good atmosphere and very interesting people around.
Moscow and all of Russia looks like a big carnival from all around the world. Everybody comes with their flags and happiness and costumes. Everybody hugs and everybody sings. It's great. It's a very festive atmosphere.
I'm not a jazz lover, but it sounds good.
This festival is going to take place every year. So after today, I guess we have good feeling that it's going to be the second year after that, maybe next July. So yeah.
I think I want the foreigners to take away from this whole experience is that the Russian people are very welcoming, and we all want peace, and we all want to live happy and to grow. And I think every difference we have, we can solve it with the beautiful atmosphere and with the connection with the people.
I can tell you that is the excitement of the event. CeeLo is banging on stage, and I can tell you everyone here is having so much of a blast, and we are happy that we've brought it to you right here on From Russia with Love.
Sochi is a fairly new city, with most of its popular attractions being built as recently as 2014, specifically for the Winter Olympic Games. But Sochi's Riviera Park has been here for over 120 years and features sites such as the beautiful Magnolia Gardens called the Glade of Friendship and the largest dolphinarium on the Black Sea coast.
A well-known merchant businessman from Moscow, Vasily Alexei Kludov, founded Park Riviera 120 years ago. The park is located on the banks of the Sochi River and is one of the oldest and most popular places to visit in the city. Where we are now is known as the Glade of Friendship. This is a green outdoor museum of magnolia trees, where each tree memorializes a cosmonaut or representatives from 28 different countries that have visited the park. The park has many attractions, such as the largest dolphinarium on the Black Sea coast and the Riviera Park. We have an equestrian theater as well as the Green Theater, where popular Russian entertainers perform in summer. We have a lot of attractions that is enjoyed by both adults and children.
This amazing show. I like this dolphin because I know this dolphin. My friends, very good friends, it's every time I go to these dolphins and my friends Gosha, you know? Yeah, I like it.
We went to the aquarium now and we loved the show. It was very good, very entertaining. We loved the dolphin show, and this is the best dolphinarium in Russia.
Иностранных туристов, и сочинцев, и российских туристов. Для иностранных туристов, я думаю, здесь будет интересно.
Foreign visitors to Sochi will definitely find that the park is a wonderful place to visit. Even local tourists coming from other parts of Russia will find the park interesting, especially when they see the glade of friendship and recognize names of leaders of the states where they come from. They can also learn about the history of Sochi in the park, which is one of the oldest parts of the city. So your visit here will be very interesting.
И я думаю, что можно что-то интересное непременно здесь в парке для себя найти.
Sochi is without a doubt Russia's summer and Olympic capital. And if you'd like to immerse yourself in the true spirit of the city, do come through to Sochi's Riviera Park to experience some arts, culture, and perhaps a dolphin show or two at the Dolphinarium.
We still have so much show in store for you, so don't go anywhere. We'll see you after the break. Hashtag From Russia with Love. Welcome back to From Russia with Love. We're in the beautiful city of Moscow and the weather has been absolutely fantastic. It honestly has been the perfect summer. Speaking of the city and how gorgeous it is, Charles, what have you been getting up to?
We're here at the Central Museum of the Armed Forces of the Russian Federation, and enough cannot be said really of the history of the Russian people. We've heard about it, we've read about it, now it's time to see it all. Established on the 25th of May 1919, the Central Museum of the Armed Forces of the Russian Federation is located in northern Moscow, near the Red Army Theater. Its present location since 1993, a building designed by architects Gaganova and Barking. Over the years, the museum has accumulated the most prominent and important military relics of the Soviet period, creating a record of its military past.
It was one of the first Soviet museums, the museum founded under the Soviet power. And it was, as I've said, it was in 1919, and the interest to the military problem and military subject very easy to explain, because that was a period of the civil war in the country, and that's why very young Soviet government was so much worried about its army. The army itself was also founded in 1918, only a year before the foundation of the museum.
More than 700,000 exhibits are stored and on display at the museum, adorning the 25 halls of the main building.
It is a special subject or section in the world history, and that's why it is very important for persons to know it very well, because really we covered a very large period in the history, in the military history of this country, because we started our exhibition from Peter the Great or even earlier, and the last rooms are dedicated to the history of the armed forces of the Russian Federation. So it means that you should know period from the 18th century up till nowadays.
The huge responsibility and task of maintaining these artifacts cannot be overstated, and obviously is a thing of pride for the people of Russia who take in hundreds of visitors to the museum.
The museum is rather popular around the inhabitants of this country and also foreign guests, and we know that all in all about 500,000 of visitors we have in this museum every year.
Outside the museum exists a wholesome collection of military equipment, aircrafts, artillery and missiles, prompting the belief that a nation's future is never established without looking back at its history.
The main public, the main part of our visitors are school children and students from universities, and we believe that it is a very important point for us to have such visitors in this museum because they are our future and they need to know history.
The story of a people and its history is better appreciated when you come into a place such as this. And I can tell you that this definitely tells everything there is to know about the Russian people. It's all about retaining their country. It's all about maintaining their pride.
Electricity has become an integral part of modern day life. In fact, we can barely live without it. I'm here at Olympic Park in Sochi to check out the Tesla Museum, dedicated to Serbian-American genius electrical engineer Nikola Tesla. I want to see Megavolt, the Lord of Lightning, and perhaps even try out the Faraday cage, which is hit by lightning whilst you're inside. Exhilarating stuff. Let's go.
Our museum is the biggest exhibition in Russia. There isn't another exhibition like this. We show how electricity is generated, where it comes from, and how it is used. We also discuss the contribution that Nikola Tesla made to the 21st century.
в наше время, в наш 21 век. Выставки такого плана очень важны в музее, чтобы дети, то есть познавательная программа.
Exhibitions like this are very important for children as it broadens their horizons. Here it is possible not only to learn something new, but to also have fun at the same time. I think it's a good idea to have such exhibitions, and I would welcome even more.
Стоит делать побольше таких музеев, именно которые развивающие.
Для этого мне понадобится ваша помощь.
Да, мы получили море удовольствия, причем это не просто как бы интересно, красиво, это еще очень поучительно.
The show is interesting and beautiful. It is educational for children, as they don't know about the information yet. But by learning about how electricity is generated, they don't fear it, or thunder and lightning anymore. We never knew that Tesla had so many inventions. We never knew that it would be possible to pass electricity through a person. We also didn't know that you could create music through electricity.
Через человека это совершенно безопасно. Вот, и не знали, что можно как бы вот так послушать музыку посредством электричества.
I really enjoyed everything, but most of all, I liked the big lightning bolts.
Да, большая молния была. Трубы тоже понравились.
Да, конечно, шоу очень интересно. Я очень увлекаюсь различными видами наук, поэтому такого рода.
The show is very interesting. I'm interested in different branches of science. That's why such shows are appealing to me.
Я сам, в принципе.
It's an unforgettable show. I personally like chemistry, which is the degree I have. But even for me, it was unforgettable. Such shows are very helpful for children because through this, they can physically experience the environment and science. And maybe they will be inspired to learn science in future and go on to become great inventors themselves.
Да, конечно, я всем советую посетить.
I would advise everyone to come and see the show because it is very thought-provoking. Even foreigners will find the show interesting and very informative.
Well, that was a hair-raising, educational, and truth be told, electrifying experience. If you happen to be around Sochi, make sure to try out this interactive show at the Tesla Museum. It's absolutely amazing. Just before the semi-final matches of the 2018 World Cup took place, the Volunteer Center at Luzhniki Stadium and the 2018 FIFA World Cup Russia Football Park at the Red Square hosted a special event to recognize FIFA World Cup volunteers and their excellent support. FIFA legends Michel Salgado of Spain and Julia Batista of Brazil were on hand to team up with some of the Russian and foreign volunteers in a soccer match. We caught up with some of the volunteers to hear about their experiences.
It was actually really cool. I was here for the opening of the park too, so now seeing it all come together and be here and having this little dedication to us is a really big thank you to us. So it's going to be really nice to kind of sit back and relax and watch it all come together and watch everything go down.
FIFA has very high regard for the volunteers. From the first day, they always keep telling us thank you for the role that you have played in making the games wonderful and full of emotion, as they say it. So having a day that they dedicate for us makes us feel quite special, because it's like them telling us thank you, which they have already done in very many words, but they still say thank you to us, and it makes the work that we do, the giving back to the community, giving back to the sport, actually quite valuable.
My name is Tatiana Larina, and I was a part of Spartak team. I was working with media. And it is a great honor to be here today and play in this game, because I think this was the closest distance when I was ever to football players, except for maybe this small moment when Belgium national team was around me, when I was with a row of photographers, you know. Yeah, and it is great pleasure that we have this World Cup in Russia, and that we were chosen to play here is just brilliant. And the players, it is really nice to find out that they're really friendly for just volunteers who just play with them in one team. It was just great to be part of their team too.
I definitely enjoyed it. Imagine playing with top stars, and it was great. You know, I think we were playing good. You know, it was a tie, but I mean, we managed to play okay, and I think I fouled Julia Baptista and I twisted my ankle in that play, but apart from that, all good.
Highlights are honestly, I come home every day from my shift or from being with my friends, the other volunteers, with burning cheeks because I'm smiling or laughing the entire day, where it's literally every day is amazing. Challenges are sometimes the shifts got a little hectic, but because we have such a strong team behind us, we got through everything.
Yes, I mean, being in Russia is one of the most amazing experiences I've ever had. Coming to a World Cup, you know, to experience football, the teams, the volunteers, getting to know people from all around the world is one of the most amazing things I've ever done.
With the 2018 FIFA World Cup here in Russia quickly reaching its business end, it's now time to focus on the futuristic and first ever football spectacular in the Arab world, the 2022 FIFA World Cup in Qatar. The Supreme Committee on Delivery and Legacy have brought Qatar to the heart of Russia in Moscow for an exhibition of what is said to be a sporting and cultural extravaganza.
Being the next host nation of the World Cup in 2022, it was a great opportunity to be here in Russia 2018 to observe and learn from their excellent hosting of this tournament. I think there are many areas that we are similar to. I think we are both trying to promote our countries, promote our rich culture and rich hospitable manners. So I think one of the key areas that the Russians excelled in are the fan experience. I'm walking across all streets here in Moscow. I'm seeing big smiles, you know, on everyone's face. I think everyone is coming, enjoying, forget any differences, any you know, any issues, just enjoying the football, which is the same thing that we are aiming to do in Qatar 2022.
What can fans expect from Qatar hosting the next football spectacular?
I think the World Cup 2022 has many unique features. We spoke about the compact nature. Being the host nation after South Africa, Brazil and Russia, who are widely spread geographically speaking, Qatar would be the first World Cup that will enable fans to attend more than one match in one day, which is excellent, and also that hopefully reflects positively on the performance of players who will be based in one team-based camp for the whole period. It's also a great opportunity to witness the first ever football stadiums with air conditioning. Despite the fact that the World Cup has been moved to November and December, the aim is to build venues that can accommodate events throughout the year. And as everyone knows, we have pretty hot summer in Doha in June, July and August. So I think there are many innovative ideas that people can witness in Doha, Qatar 2022.
That's going to be super exciting. We saw the decoration at the Kremlin area, at the Red Circle. That was amazing, saying hi to everyone. Super excited to be there.
Qatar 2022 is going to be a very tourism place where fans from all over the world are going to be showing up, and I think their stadiums are well designed, and I really like their models.
I'll give Qatar a chance. And the good thing about Qatar, it's a very small country, so at least in Qatar, it doesn't matter where you play, you'll be able to drive, hire a car, they'd probably train, you know, it'll be really easy to get around, so that'll be a benefit, I think. And I think it'll be a good tournament.
Guys, thank you so much for tuning in. We've reached the end of the show, but don't forget to watch tomorrow's final live on SuperSport, your World of Champions. I'm Minnie Dlamini Jones, and you've been watching From Russia with Love. До свидания.